Welcome back. Now that you've defined your personal brand and built your own website, it's time to think about professional networking on social media. In this video, we'll discuss how you can use social media as a tool to connect with recruiters, potential employers, and your peers in the UX design community. There's a good chance you already have a profile on at least one social media site, like Facebook or Instagram, that you use to connect with friends and family. Social media can be a great way to connect with potential employers, learn about new concepts and ideas, and network with other UX designers. Right now, let's focus on two of the most popular social media sites for UX designers, LinkedIn and Twitter. LinkedIn is a professional networking site where you can connect with people you know, learn more about companies, read about interesting ideas, and post your own content. LinkedIn is a great place to host your resume and get noticed by recruiters. It's one of the top websites recruiters use to find job candidates. In fact, many of my job opportunities over the years started with networking and making connections through LinkedIn. So how do you set up a profile on LinkedIn? First, you go to the LinkedIn homepage and create an account. Then create your profile. Be sure to list your job history or other professional experiences, along with descriptions of your role at each organization. Once your profile is filled out, you're ready to connect with people. It's best to connect with people you actually know, especially people you've worked with. You might also want to connect with former teachers, coaches, classmates, or family members. You can add a connection by clicking the Connect button. Personalize your connection request with a short message that reminds the person how you know each other. Once they accept, you'll get a confirmation saying you're connected. You should also use LinkedIn to connect with recruiters in the UX design industry. Add a note to your connection request that you're looking to learn more about the company and their job openings. You can also consider connecting with employees at the company you'd like to work for. Browse the LinkedIn profiles of people associated with the company. Check out if you know anyone who currently works at the company or has worked there in the past. If so, don't be afraid to send them a personalized message. LinkedIn will also tell you if you have friends of friends who work at the company. If this happens, reach out to your friend to see if they're willing to make an introduction to their friend who works at the company. If you don't have connections to anyone at the company, send a personalized message to someone at the company whose work impresses you. You can ask if they'd be willing to have a 15-minute conversation about their day-to-day job and how they like working at the company. Finally, join a LinkedIn group. These are groups of people in a particular industry or who share a specific interest. There are dozens of groups already dedicated to UX design, so join one or two that interest you. Get involved in the group conversation, then feel free to connect with folks in the group. You can also follow a specific company or hashtag on LinkedIn, like hashtag UX design, to learn new trends, read articles, and chat with people who share your interests. Another great place to network with professionals is on Twitter. If you aren't familiar with Twitter, it's a social media platform where you can follow people, interact with their posts, and share your own ideas. Twitter isn't as focused on professional networking as LinkedIn. It's usually better for reading posts from prominent people in the UX design industry, starting conversations with peers, and learning from industry thought leaders on a more personal level. It's okay if you're not ready to start tweeting about your UX design knowledge while you're still learning about the field. You might start by following industry insiders and liking and retweeting their posts. If you're feeling bold, you can add to the conversation by replying to their tweets. You can also tag industry professionals in your own tweets. This is just like striking up a conversation in real life. Who knows? They might want to connect. Keep in mind that LinkedIn and Twitter have different tones, and it's a good idea to treat them that way. You might be more professional and focused on LinkedIn, but more open and conversational on Twitter. That's great. It gives recruiters and other designers the opportunity to see different sides of your personality. Remember, anything you post on social media is public-facing. Even private messages to other users can be copied and shared widely. So be smart about what you post and like. You should also be smart about sharing photos or posts that don't align with the personal brand you're developing as a UX designer. When in doubt, set your personal accounts to private mode. There's a reading included this week that outlines how to do just that. All right, you've got LinkedIn and Twitter covered. Now, let's keep going with popular online UX design communities.